Well, we're back. Our next guest, Joy Roberts, is an artist, and her artistry takes, well, many different forms. Like drawing, for instance. I can draw. Okay, if you consider stick people drawing. The thing is, though, I know Joy's work personally because a number of years ago, I wrote this little book for children, Jamie, Lisa, and Mr. Reggie, and Joy did the illustrations as well as the layout. The amazing thing is that this little girl looks so much like my daughter did at that age, yet Joy had no way of knowing that. But my daughter had blonde hair, blue eyes, and the glasses. This was Joy's concept. How amazing is that? I would like you to meet this person whose creations I believe are inspirational. So, time to get to meet Joy Roberts. Joy, I'm so glad you could make it.
I'm so glad to be here.
Please have a seat over here and we'll get to know you. Joy, I'm so glad you were able to make it today.
I'm happy to be here.
We haven't seen each other in a while.
I know, it's been too long.
I think it's since we worked on my book together.
Exactly,
Is that right?
yeah.
Wow, okay, well, I'm really good. Oh, I'm really good. I meant, I'm really glad.
That's the word on the street.
Yeah, cool. I didn't tell anybody that we actually performed together on stage for a number of times, right?
A number of times, yeah. I think you were my mom once, too.
Oh, that was in a play.
Yeah, Missing,
that's right. I've forgotten all about that. So I know you brought some of your jewelry today, right? So before we get to that, I just want to know, when did you realize that you had artistic talent?
Probably the first time I ever held a pencil or a crayon.
Oh, okay.
My mom told me I was artistic basically since I popped out.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And just finding a way to channel that creativity. I've just always been creative.
So did your mother actually encourage you?
Oh yes, both my parents fully encouraged me to be artistic and be creative in whatever my brain could come up with.
What about in school? Did they have any great artist or artistic programs or anything like that?
Not that I remember. I did go to art school eventually, but
you did, eh?
Yes, I went to Capilano University and got my studio art diploma. But I think I just took the regular high school art, and that was one of the only classes I passed in grade 10 was art and drama. But, yeah. So.
Oh, that's really good. Now I've seen you have just different types of things. So you experiment, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Try different.
It's really hard for me to focus on one thing for too long. I love finding new mediums and different things to paint, draw, sculpt, and then the jewelry. So, and I've done jewelry for quite a few years, but the Bliss Blossom took off about just over a year ago, I guess.
What is the Bliss Blossom?
That's my jewelry company.
Oh, nice. Yes. Do you have a favorite medium? I don't mean like a psychic. But is there a favorite that you like to work with?
Well, with the Bliss Blossom, I love the silver and working with stones. And then with paint, I like encaustic, which is a beeswax and resin that you pour on to your canvas, and then with acrylic paints as well, and mixed media. I like mixed media because you can really get your hands dirty, and I end up with paint all over me, and my fingerprints are always in my pieces because I'm pushing paint around, and yeah, so it's really hard for me to stick to one thing. I have to have lots of projects on the go, so whatever mood or energy level I'm at, I can go to it.
You know, when I paint, I get paint all over me too. I'm painting walls, of course, not photos or beautiful drawings or anything like that. Now, I think I read in your bio that you've had some awards. You won some awards?
I've been nominated twice for Artie Awards in the Abbotsford Arts Council. I haven't won yet, but maybe I'll be Susan Lucci on my 13th go, you know.
Vote for her. Now, have you've actually exhibited then some of your artwork, correct?
Oh yes, throughout the years. I lived in Alberta for a number of years, so I exhibited multiple times I put on art shows. When I was at art school, I was on the student union, so I put on art shows, multiple artists, and then I've had solo shows in Abbotsford, Maple Ridge. I've been part of shows in Vancouver, live painting shows in Vancouver. I won awards when I was a kid. My mom kept track of all that stuff. I don't remember anything. But yeah, so right now I have artwork or jewelry at the Keratin Art Gallery in Abbotsford. And I just became a member of the Chilliwack Arts Council.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'll be at the arts under the umbrella.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So where do you get your inspiration, or what inspires you?
Life. I get a lot of inspiration from nature, and I love the female figure. I love drawing people and animals. When I'm in the shower, I'll take a hair and play with it on the wall and make different shapes with that.
Oh, that's really cool.
So inspiration comes from anything.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Look, we'll just have to have a quick break, but we'll be right back, so keep those thoughts. Stay tuned, we'll be right back, and we're actually going to look at some of the artwork. Well, welcome back. We're here with Joy Roberts, and we have some of her artwork on display. Joy, I was just going to ask, though, before we get to that, how do you feel when people say, I'm going to jump for joy?
I've had that all my life, and I'm very quick, so people often miss.
Oh, well, that's good. So I was wondering if you would mind showing us some of your artwork and explaining how it's done, like what medium is used.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe you could start with these items over here.
So this is my Bliss Blossom jewelry, and this is my business card. And I worked really hard on my branding and flowers. And the hummingbird means joy, and I am joy. So I want to spread joy around the world. So now these are pure earrings, as you can see. What are they made from? So these are copper, and they have Swarovski crystals on them. Swarovski. It's quite a mouthful. Inspiration for Bliss Blossoms came when I watched a documentary on treasure they found in India, and they suspected that the human ashes in the treasure were the Buddha himself. So I'm not sure if that's true or not, but the treasure that was in it were these tiny little flowers made of gold and copper, and they were hand hammered, and there were crystal flowers, and it was so moving. I was inspired to make my Bliss Blossoms. Wow. So I take the copper piece and I pound it and patina it and shine it up, and then each little individual piece here is handmade by me. Oh, nice. And then that's all detailed. Those are, and there's little flowers in there, and each one's different. So each piece is one of a kind in a way. What's this? This is really cute. That is the box they come in. Oh, nice. It's got the Bliss Blossom on the bottom, and these are little petals, and you open them up, and then inside will be your treasure. Very nice. And then it comes in a organza bag as well. I see like a crystal. Is that a crystal over there? This is a crystal, and these crystals, I have a whole box of them at home, and they're actually from Chilliwack. Really? Yes, it's quartz crystal, and they're a healing stone. I love and they're all one of a kind. And I made custom ones for people. They can pick the crystal themselves, whichever one they feel a connection to, and then I make the piece for them. You know what I like is all this little extra detail, like this little heart near the clasp. Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Can you see? I'm not sure if the camera can see that, but this is really cute. Yeah, I like the detail, and I want it to be special and something you're going to treasure forever. Well, let's get over to some of the items here. Maybe we'll just switch sides here for a second. First of all, let's talk about this one. Okay. This is a commission I've been working on. There's 3 pieces to it, and the person who commissioned it has a huge Mr. Potato Head collection, and he wanted to have his Star Wars collection done in paintings, in photorealism. So I brought this one along to show that I can do photorealism. I've shown people pictures of this, and they're like, what am I looking at here? They're showing me a picture of toys, and I'm like, no, that's a painting I did of toys. So that's Boba Fett and the Dark Civ, and then there's Darth Tater and the Storm Spuds, and the Storm Spuds actually have mashed potato mashers instead of laser guns, and they're hilarious.
So what did you call it? Photo imaging? Photo what?
Photorealistic, so it looks real, like it's like you could pick it up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's a lot of hours in those.
Imagine.
Probably about 20 hours per critter.
Wow, that's a lot. So what do we have over here?
This is a card that I sell cards as well, and that's a little painting I did, and it's hanging in my father's room in his home, and it's just a tiny 6x6 piece, and it's oil on board, and it's from a photo I took going to Princeton of a bear in a field.
Right.
Yeah, and I just love wildlife. And then this one, remember earlier I mentioned encaustic? So you can feel it's wax, beeswax. So these are actually real maple leaves from Mission.
Right.
There's this big, beautiful maple tree in front of their art council, and I took those from there. And then this is oil, and then I carved gouges into the wax and put pencil crayon in it for the rain, and I call this Deer Fall.
This is so different. I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, I love encaustic. There's so many things you can do with it. You can pile it on and then carve it out, and so it's got a very sculptural quality to it.
But how do you find out about these things?
Art school, through the artistic grapevine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Joy, that's our time for today. Again, if you want to stay behind, I can show you my stick people drawings.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Of course it would be.
Maybe you can give me some pointers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, well, that's the show for this time. Remember, if you have any comments, I'd love to hear from them. You can contact us. You can leave a voicemail, call Shaw and leave a message on their voicemail. You can go to Facebook and look for Getting to Know You, can leave something there, or email me directly at nancy_talk@shaw.ca. See you next time. Peace out.